Hey Global, welcome back. So, we are now in our third lesson about decolonization. And this one's a little bit different, but we've talked about India, we've talked about Africa as a whole, but now we're going to be zooming in a little bit and looking more specifically in a particular part of Africa, and that is South Africa. So today we're going to be looking at something called apartheid, a word we've never heard before, but we're going to learn about, and somebody named Nelson Mandela, a really famous individual in South African history. So again, this is your third online assignment, and you have until midnight tonight to turn this in. And when I say tonight, I mean Wednesday, April 22nd. All the instructions, everything is in this form. Due to popular demand, a lot of students said, hey, it's been really annoying going back and forth between the slides and the form. So we put everything in the slides this time. Last thing, remember, when you submit this form, it might say you got like 8 out of 40 points. That doesn't mean that you actually got 8 out of 40 points. It just means that we still have to go in and look at your writing because the computer can't actually read it. All right, so first you're going to put your email in. I'm going to put my email in here so I know who did it. And then you're going to press next. You'll answer the do now questions. Please actually do these. We really love to hear from you guys. I'm not going to do them right now. So you're going to get to the first part. And in this part, we're going to be trying to kind of explore what this idea of apartheid means before we define it. So you're going to be looking at some photos and expressing how you feel and then thinking about how others might have felt. So you're going to look at the set of photos and it says, look at the photos, then in the space below, aka that means right here, please make sure that you actually write your answer here because I know it's a little wonky, but write your answer there, right? So you look at the pictures and describe how they make you feel. And then you're going to think about how somebody else living during that time might have felt. So we're doing some empathy building here, meaning we're trying to put ourselves in somebody else's shoes. You're going to do the same thing for the next set of photos. And then at last, you're going to answer this multiple choice question. And it says, basically, you've looked at these photos. Now, what do you think apartheid means? So you're going to go to the next page and you actually will see the definition of apartheid. Then you're going to say, based on the definition and what you know about history, what's another example of something similar to it? This is your own understanding. Then you're going to do a quick reading. So again, I put the reading right in here. I'm sorry, I know it's a little bit blurry, but I think you can read it. So you're going to be looking at basically how this thing apartheid affected the people of South Africa. And as you could tell from the photos before, and as you're going to tell from reading this, it had a horribly negative impact on people. So then you're going to answer some questions based on the reading there. So you'll see there's some multiple choice and some short answer questions. My apologies. You're going to go on to the next part. And then you're going to look at basically, how did this change? How did we go from this horrible system to something that's a little bit different? So first you're going to watch a video, and you do need to watch it. I gave you a time mark here because the one question that goes with it corresponds to about 4.5 minutes in. So you're going to watch the video. It's Trevor Noah again, but it's super relevant because he's actually from South Africa, and he's talking with his grandmother who still lives there and lived through this time of apartheid. So it's really, really interesting and funny. Then you're going to read just a little bit about Nelson Mandela and then watch a biography video of him. It's a short video, about 4.5 minutes, I think. And it's going to tell you a little bit about who he was and all the incredible things that he did. Well, some were maybe not as incredible, but in the grand scheme of things, he did so much for South Africa. So then you're going to read a little bit about him, and it's kind of spread into smaller chunks. So you'll read this first little section and then answer a question. You'll read this second set and then answer 2 questions. Then you will read a little bit more, answer a few more questions, and then finally you'll get to the last one. As you'll see, some of the sections have a video as well if you want to watch it. They're short like cartoons, like animated ones. They're easy and they give you a little bit more information about it. Then you'll go on to the next and final page, and it's a quiz. So this is important that you complete it. This will be a summative grade. Summative grades are worth 70% of your grade. So please take it seriously. If you have questions, ask during our live sessions. Email, let us know, all right? So you will answer the quiz questions. They're mostly multiple choice, but you will see there are some CRQ questions as well. And then finally, last but not least, a short feedback and reflection. And then when you're done, you'll hit submit. As you'll see, I will hit submit and it will say, wow, you suck. You got a 0 out of 40, but you will do better than I did. So that is it. That is all you need to do for this assignment. Again, everything is all here in this one form. Again, if you have any questions, you can go to our live Zoom or Google Hangout sessions on Wednesday, and we will be there to help you.